channel, or welcome back if you've been here before, and also a special welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for all the views on my L word material the past few days. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have done episode 6 review with the famous Tina Returns. Will be linked down in the description below. Also linked below a trailer breakdown of what's gonna happen next episode down below. And if you haven't yet seen the Bette and Tina scenes, you want a refresher, you want to watch it for 1027th time, it's down below too, so check those out. Bette and Tina, we have so much to discuss. I have been thinking about it far too much over the past 3-4 days. It's taken up so much of my time, but there's some major things going on, and I hope all of us Tibet fans are not going to get hurt. I've been reading a lot of articles from Jennifer Beals, Laurel Holloman, a few things as well from the showrunners. The one thing that they all keep repeating is that they are proud and happy to be showing this divorced same-sex couple co-parenting on TV. That's great, that's fine. A lot of people will look to that as an example, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see divorced Tibet. Real life is miserable enough. Like, let's live in our happy, nice little world of they were soulmates, got back together in season 5, stronger than ever. What's happened? We don't really know a lot of what's happened. If we look at our timeline, we know that at the end of the series, 2009, they were happy in love, stronger than ever. They were looking to move to New York. They were looking to adopt a child. We don't know whether either of those things happened. I was going under the assumption that they did go to New York and Bette came back, but I think it was Laurel Holloman that said this in one of her interviews, that Tina seems to now be living in Toronto, and she took this kind of big producer job on some Game of Thrones type show, that she took that job to go and find herself and everything after the divorce, and only something big like that would make her actively leave her child. Even though, you know, she knows Bette's a great parent and everything, but there has to be some big colossal thing that would be an opportunity for her. So we know a year ago they finalized the divorce, so say it took a year to go through the divorce proceedings and things. And we also know that a year ago-ish Kit died, and a year ago-ish Felicity and Bette started whatever they were doing. Those aren't a lot of details. I mean, we really don't know too much. They're playing their cards very close to their chest. So I'm hoping that the way they did this whole, you know, massive surprise return, I mean, there was that tiny thing with the IMDb, but honestly, like, I didn't put too much stock in it because I didn't want to get my hopes up and then they were shattered. So they hit this very well, but obviously they had all the interviews and things set up, so some people knew they kept their mouths closed. That was good. But so I hope that by saying this, well, we're going to show this divorced couple, that we're really going to get some tiny shred of hope that we can cling on to, because it's going to be a long wait until season 2, like really long. Next episode, Tina's definitely in. I'm not sure if she's in episode 8, because when all that IMDb stuff leaked, it did only have her in episode 6 and 7. Regardless, I'm gonna do a review for episode 7 and a trailer breakdown for episode 8, and then the same with episode 8 and when the season's done. And I just really hope, I know next episode they're not gonna, torch the divorce papers, go and get remarried and flash back to season 5, Bette and Tina, but we need some shred of hope to get us through this hiatus, because it's going to be super long, but at least we're getting an extra 2 episodes in season 2. The other things working in the favor of Bette and Tina getting back together, I'm really, pushing these reasons hard. I could be, looking into things a little too closely and crazily, but Jennifer Beals and Laurel Holloman are the biggest advocates for their characters. I'm going to put a picture in here of them being reunited on set, and they're in the outfits that they wore in their kitchen scenes. So it's adorable, and they honestly, I don't care if I'm talking about, people winning Oscars, people, straight people, gay, whatever. There is no other couple that has chemistry like them. Like, it is crazy. I mean, they're both great actresses, like, in their own rights and together, but it's just, they are so amazing. Like, for me, they have always made the show. Jennifer Beals in particular is very outspoken about, she identifies with the character and how she gets into Bette's mind, and how they were really instrumental, the actresses, in getting their characters back together. They always said they felt as if they belonged together, and Jennifer has a lot of power now as an executive producer. So I'm the showrunners knew and everything like that, so I'm really hoping that Jennifer's kind of beat the Bette and Tina must be together into the new cast, crew, writers, anyone. My next reason kind of still loops in with the actresses. Laurel Holloman, she's a great actress. She's had a great career. She's done some great things. She's represented our community very well, and she was completely retired from acting. I think The L Word was the last thing she was in. She's done, I've seen her paintings in London. She has shows in Amsterdam, Japan, like all these places, and she's very, very good. She doesn't need to come back to The L Word, disrupt her life, all these things. Would she really come back just to say they're divorced? Like, I feel as though the things that they accomplished last episode, there was no scene apart from the very last scene that couldn't have conveyed the same emotion and the same information to the audience if she'd done it on Skype or on a computer. The last scene was nothing about the words. It was all the last 5-10 seconds of them hugging Jennifer Beals, and well, the 4 or 5 words that she said everything. But would they really get, if there really was just going to carry on, they're divorced forever and they're just going to be co-parents, would they really have got Laurel and got her back for 2 episodes? And I'm slowly trying to convince myself as I'm convincing. I'm hoping that there's some people that agree with me in the comments. If you do, please, I need someone else to validate my sanity. I am now calling them reasons as to why I'm trying to convince myself and other people that they're going to get back together, is the audience is clamoring for it. I mean, yes, there are those people that don't want them together, and I've even seen some Bette and Danny mentions, and no, I do not want to see that. Like, I want to see mentor mentee, but no, they're too alike. It was like it'd be like Helena and Bette getting together. Like, that doesn't, no, it doesn't work. I would say a strong 70 to 80% of people who watch the show are fans of Bette and Tina together. So all in all, guys, my kind of summary is we have Laurel back. Thank you again, Laurel Holloman. Jennifer and Laurel have always been on board with Bette and Tina being endgame, being couple goals, being the solid kind of foundation of the show. Something for us all to aspire to be. Their chemistry, everything off the charts. Again, Jennifer is a producer now, and in a lot of these articles, she's quoted as saying that we are going to see more Tina, and we are going to see as much Tina as Laurel's schedule will allow. Looking at even character-wise, Bette needs Tina. Obviously, I really hope that in the show Bette wins the mayoral race, but I'm not 100% sold it's going to happen. As we know, the correct female candidate does not always win over the moronic male. So I'm not saying all women and all men, I'm just saying in this circumstance with Bette and this guy she's running against. And also, it's an easy win for them with the audience. This is all the majority of the audience wants. Bette and Tina together. The ratings would just be I'm expecting the ratings for this week to be significantly up. I hope it is. Again, this is just my plug to you to please ask you guys, the best thing you can do, you want the show to come back, watch the show. Get Showtime, even subscribe now and get the Showtime free week. And if you get it on Sunday, you'll get it for a whole week. Be able to watch all the past episodes, be able to watch this week's and next week's, and then you can cancel it. You get a free month. Please watch the show where your rating will count. Sorry to go off on a tangent there, but please watch the show. We want it back again for season 3, 4, and beyond. So it's an easy win for them. Bette and Tina, super popular. Most of the message boards, are those still a thing? Reddit, Facebook message groups, everything. Everyone nearly wants Bette and Tina. I mean, there's the occasional Charmin mention, but it is strongly Bette and Tina focused, most of these groups. I think we have some solid reasons for our little flame of hope that we have burning for Bette and Tina, but we've been burnt many times before. I mean, who remembers season 3 of the original? Jeez, that was a rough road. Season 4, we didn't get much either then, but season 5, I think I've said this before, that I do like season 1 a lot, obviously, but season 5 to me, I think, is the season that I rewatch the most and is my favorite season. So that's the bar, guys, for Generation Q. So hopefully they get close to hitting it. And that's me kind of wrapping up. This was a different video, kind of just trying to convince myself more than anyone what we're going to get into on Sunday. So I hope that anybody out there who agrees with me, if you feel a little bit more convinced now too, that's great. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for the views on my other videos this week. If you haven't seen them, in the description box, go watch them. Comment, tell me, have I convinced you? Have you convinced yourself? Are you just living on a hope and a dream? Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're looking forward to, what you're not looking forward to. comment, send me a DM, anything. And if you are excited about the L Word, look out for my review. I'll be posting as early as possible on Sunday, and as soon as the trailer goes up, I'll be looking to post a trailer review as well. For the season finale, we only have one more episode left after this week, so we gotta savor those moments, and it's gonna be a long wait for season 2, but I couldn't be happier that we're getting it. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and just thank you. Have a great day. Bye.